I'm riding a bike on the road. Happily accelerating, braking. Accelerating, braking. I was having a surreal experience. Then I go and hit a person. I stop. The person stares at me for about 5 seconds and then slaps me hard. I barely come to my senses and I realized that there was no bike. I was so drunk that I actually didn't need a bike to do all this. Good afternoon, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My topic for today is drinking. More so, the ill effects of drinking. We've already seen one ill effect above, pretensions. When you're too drunk, there are a lot of pretensions that come in. Pretensions can be in the form of a bike, or maybe like I'm the Prime Minister of India. Let us see what happens next. I go home like this. My wife looks at me. She's furious. She asks me, what happened? I tell her, someone slapped me on my left cheek. She yells back at me, that's your right cheek. I stand there confused. She tells me, this is your left cheek. And gives me one tight slap there. And she goes to her room. I sit on the couch like this with my hands on my cheeks. And I start thinking, why God, why? Why do I have this drinking problem? Sadly, I get such good thoughts like quitting drinking only when I'm drunk. Slowly, I manage to sleep on the couch itself. The next morning when I wake up, I'm back to beer, whiskey and vodka. That day, I decide to hit the bar first and then go to office. So I go to the bar, I get really drunk and I go to office. Luckily, I have a cabin for myself. So I quickly get into the cabin and I spend time there. I then get a call. I thought it was from a credit card company. So I reply back to them. Idiots! Please don't bother me with your credit cards. And I hang up hard. Within the next hour, I'm thrown out of office with all my belongings. The call that I received was actually from a company chairman. So you see, drinking can make you lose your job forever. I was very dejected. But don't forget, I was still very drunk. I get into my car and I start driving back home, thinking about my job. While driving, I see a very nice Formula 1 track on the other side. So I decide to change onto it. Bang! I go and ram into a tree. Fortunately, I'm not hurt that much. But my car is completely destroyed. Probably that's why it said, never drink and drive. I give a final look to my car and I then head back home. My wife is totally unaware of all that has happened to me today. She's busy putting on her makeup. She looks at me and she tells me, darling, inflation has hit us hard. We really cannot afford alcohol for you anymore. I immediately hit back at her. You keep spending so much money on these expensive makeup products. Is that justified? She tells me, darling, I put on makeup so that I look beautiful for you. I tell her, darling, the alcohol was also for the same reason. Fatak! I get another slap. She throws me out of home. That's it. I'm out of home. Drinking can separate you from your family. Finally, I was walking down the street, dejected with all that has happened to me in the day. I happened to hit up on a crate of empty beer cans. So I walk up to it, I pick up one can, look at it, and then throw it out on the road and say, you're the reason I lost my job. I pick up another can, throw it hard on the road and say, you're the reason I lost my car. I pick up another can, throw it hard on the road and say, you're the reason I lost my family. Then I pick up another can and I realize it was full. I look at it for a while, then safely keep it aside and say, I know you weren't involved in this. Drinking is an addiction that is so very difficult to overcome. Summarizing this, I like to say that drinking is dangerous to you, your friends, to everyone around you. So it's better to stay away from drinking. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Sanjiv.